This is an overview of MyStudybar. The idea of MyStudybar is that it's meant to replicate some of the toolbars that you have that are familiar to DSA assessors, such as ClaroRead and TextHelp, except it runs from a pen drive, it's portable, and of course it's free. So here's the toolbar. It looks a bit squashed up just now. I think it's just the resolution of the recording. It also has a shell around it just now. And once it's finished, once the beta version's finished, it'll be much slimmer and sleeker looking as well. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 programs on it, and we're just going to go through some of them. Not all of them, but just some of them. Some of them you'll be familiar with. Bring up some text. The first one is T-Bar. It's a screen masking program. Again, these are appearing now on ClaroRead and TextHelp. And you can, it's fairly flexible. For example, if you want to maybe have it so that the text is blacked out on side to side and you can just focus on a particular piece of line or 2 lines of text, you can set it up to do that. So anyone who maybe has a scotopic light sensitivity or a visual stress difficulty can use that to help read information better. It'll work on the web, Notepad, WordPad, most Windows applications, and you can even lock it to follow it around. Of course, you can also resize it so it's much larger and maybe fills the whole document if you want it to. I've got a new dictionary called Lingos. It has some really nice features built into it. One of them, I can't show it just now because I don't have any text to speech recording, but if you have any SAPI 5 voices on your computer, it will pick all them up and it will actually speak it back. So I've got Heather here, so if I type in research, click onto research, it will read the research back, and if I want to hear the meaning of the word research, I can also highlight that and it will record it, so it will play it back to me as well. It also has a translation feature, so there's research translated to French, rechercheur, and if you had a French text-to-speech voice, it would obviously speak that back in a decent voice. But a really nice feature of Lingos is that if I highlight a word in a text, it will bring up the meaning of it, the noun, the verb, all sorts of things like that give you that information. And even better, press on the text-to-speech and it plays that back for you too. So any part of the document, web page, wherever you are, highlight the word and it reads it back, which is quite useful. Quite similar again to the dictionary that's on TextHelp. Word prediction, if you're familiar with PenFriend or even the prediction that's on ClaroRead and TextHelp, then Let Me Type, the name of the program, will do a similar job. And the great thing about it, which really TextHelp doesn't do, is that you can have multiple or different kinds of lexicons built in. As many as you want, really. So here's a research one that I've got from Wikipedia. Just copied and pasted the first couple of paragraphs. And you can place the prediction box, prediction window, wherever you want it and have as many sort of predictions in the window as you want. So as you see, I'm just typing. As I type the first couple of characters, then it's recognizing what the word is and giving me options. You can also run like NVDA in the background and hover over and it will read the words in the prediction box as well. So I can either just press the numbers, the corresponding numbers on the keyboard, or use the mouse to click the word in. So for learners who maybe have a mobility difficulty, again, or a cognitive, struggling with literacy, with writing, then this will really help to boost speed, accuracy, and input. And here are some of the settings. You can see the various lexicons that you can have set up, add lexicons, and save all the settings. Very flexible, a really good product. The next one I've called this, it's actually DSpeech, but I've called it sort of text to MP3 because it really has a good MP3 facility built in. So as I bring it up, if you have Windows and Vista, Windows 7 and Vista, when you start DSpeech, it brings up the speech recognition program. So that's really one of a good feature of DSpeech, and of course you can use that to dictate into the DSpeech text box, but you can also use it to navigate around. So if you maybe want to press speak, so you would just give the command for that, so you can navigate and control all the boxes within DSpeech as well. But once it's started, I'm just going to minimize it and look how we can do the MP3. There's also an Adobe plugin for DSpeech, so you can actually bring in an Adobe file, an Adobe PDF, bring it into DSpeech and then convert that to text as well if required. So there's the text. Just copy that in from the text. Let's speak it. Again, we won't hear it, but let's just save that as an MP3. It's very quick encoding as well. I'll play the MP3, but I'll let you see how it's played. You can obviously copy that to an MP3 player or iPod, however you want, but I can't hear the speech, unfortunately. And again, I won't demonstrate the Thunder program, which is the text-to-speech. And just remember that text-to-speech, Thunder doesn't support Internet Explorer, so I tend to use it as a text reader. So it's great for doing text reading, typing, speak as you type, etc. And I'll leave the speech recognition demonstration for another day. So that's the toolbar. I hope you make good use of it.